What's up, everybody? The Destroyer here. Welcome back to another cast of the Rise of the Witch King patch 2.2 version 6. Today we have a 1v1 on Erech, which is not a Fortress Bison 2 map, so that's good. But yeah, nice to see a different map played for 1v1 for once. Anyway, we have our first player here, Geroenimo, as Dwarves there in the top left, and his opponent is lonseron. I don't know if that's an... That's L. Lonseron as Isengard. Okay, so we got Isengard versus Dwarves on Erech. This is Erech. It's got some thing here in the center. I believe it's supposed to be like a stone of some kind. But interesting nonetheless. Alright. Both players are getting their economy set up, it looks like. And Geroenimo will be throwing down the Hall of the King's Men. Not Hall of the King's. Hall of the King's Men, he's not Angmar. Turns out archer range are. So he'll be getting Axors, I would imagine. And we got a clan setting going up for Lonseron. And he's continuing to get his economy as well. Let's have a look at the map a little bit. I'm sure a lot of you haven't even seen Erech before. It's got Barrerites here and here. Let's see what else it's got on the map here. Spider layers there, as well as signifiers in the corners on the map. The vision bonus, of course, won't be too big for the signifier in this map. It's not like it's in the middle or anything. You probably go to about right here. So really, it just gives you vision of the pass if you want to get that. So I guess it would help to stop you from being flanked, because of course you do have 3 ways into your base: this way, this way, and this way. So that's something to keep in mind. All right. Well, we got Axors beginning to produce for Geroenimo there, and we have our first battalion Wildmen out on the field for Lonseron. So I'd venture to say Geroenimo might have a bit of trouble to start. Axors are good. Obviously, they'll take down Wildmen very easily, but if he can split up his units and attack the Dwarves in a lot of different places, then of course Axors are going to have trouble to defend because they're slow. And that's just typical dwarf, the dwarf pain that everyone knows. And of course they exit mines like idiots. I do hate the mine exiting bug where you get stuck. It is the worst when you're playing as dwarves, especially when you're trying to defend. But it looks like he has actually got his guys out there quickly, and he will begin taking on his first battalion Wildmen very quickly with these Axors, as they do a great amount of damage there. You should kill them off no problem. Of course, they are fairly quick, and he will get out of range of them and at least lead these guys on a chase. Geroenimo's smart, though. He's opted not to chase them on foot, and of course going to use the mineshaft to teleport around, which is a smart way to do it. Otherwise, you'll be, of course, running around slow-mo for quite some time. I do apologize for the fog on this map. I didn't turn off my shader, so it does look a bit misty, but adds to the effect, I guess, sometimes. It doesn't really. I don't like this fog effect, and of course, if you disable your shader, if you turn it down to the low, you don't have that problem. But it does decrease the graphical fidelity of the buildings and such, so I don't like doing that if I don't have to. But anyway, that's irrelevant. Anyway, we got our first battalion of... maybe not the first battalion, but we got a battalion of Guardians there to defend there. We got a couple of battalions of Axors to defend against these wilds. So Geroenimo's going to be on the defensive for a bit, I think, until he builds up a big force and pushes in. He's also going to need a forward mine. Looks like he does have some Guardians actually down here. And they did indeed either cancel a building or destroy one. Lonseron did pull back his builder, but not far enough, and he does lose it actually. It's quite a loss for the beginning of the game. Geroenimo is putting mine shafts on the left side of the map here. Just staying in right out of harm's way, which is good. And the pikes in Wildman army that has been sent in by Lonseron probably not going to fare very well against what is here for Geroenimo, so I don't think he'll do very well there at all. And Geroenimo has a fairly sizable army of dwarves. One thing you'll find with dwarves is you'll tend to build up an army quickly of strong troops, because they don't die super fast. So he's already got like 1, 2, 3, 4 battalions of Axlors, 2 battalions of Guardians, and I think he had a battalion of Guardians down here somewhere. There they are. And they're still alive, no less. So there you go. He's got a pretty sizable force, although that's not saying lonseron does not, because he does. He has some crossbows, some Uruk-hai. Uruk-hai are a good unit to fight them with, as they do have the shield wall formation. 33% armor, you put them in a whole ground stance, they're pretty tanky. Uruk-hai swordsmen are very tanky indeed. And he's opting to go for wolf orc packs rather. Interesting choice. Orc packs, of course, are good against swordsmen and archers. And of course that is exactly what Geroenimo's building, so that could actually work out. Maybe not. They'll probably die fairly quickly if targeted down by the Axors there, but still nice for maneuvering around and attacking the Axors or going around and harassing farms, as they are fairly quick. So it's very nice indeed. And it looks like the mine has been taken out here. And a big army of dwarves from Geroenimo has been pulled out of there as well. Looks like this battalion of wildmen is running for its life. One thing you can do with the battalion of wildmen, if you weren't aware, they can hide in trees. So actually he could have run away, hide in a tree until they regenerate, as they're level 3, and then he could have popped out at a later time, even with the torch upgrade, and started harassing Geroenimo that way. Instead of just sitting there with 2 units in the battalion until they died. I think that would have been a smarter move, but oh well, it's just a battalion of wildmen after all. Geroenimo does have a forge works here, and I think he's going to go for a battle wagon if I'm not mistaken, at some point, because that would be pretty useful. I think it would do fairly well against what lonseron is sending his way, especially against wildmen. Geroenimo's little forward base being knocked down here. He tried to throw up a tower and a mine shaft there, but it looks like lonseron's not having it. He's going to take that out. Oddly enough, no player going for the top right section of the map, though. Only fighting over the bottom left and the middle. And of course, there's still a spider layer there as well. Spider layer there is still intact as also, so another player has actually knocked it down. We have Warg Riders out for lonseron, which are, well, I've said it many times, Warg Riders are pretty shit. But it's all the cav that Isengard has, and they actually do very high attack damage, though. That's one thing they have going for them. Their trample and such may be garbage, their momentum may be garbage, but at least their attack is high. So, if they're unopposed on a farm, they do well. As you'll see when he tramples these guys, they'll probably not do very well. Oh, he's not going to get in there. And there he goes. I actually did well, because he has the Creebine up, of course, it helps. And of course, the Howl helps as well. I think he should start carving his way through the army of Geroenimo here. Warg Riders are actually helping quite a bit. I still think they're shit, but they're definitely really helping him here. And the crossbows, he's even got a Berserker in there. Berserker is a good choice. As long as it's not being focused down, he'll start cleaving his way through units very easily. And it looks like lonseron's also attacking up here. Geroenimo now has a battle wagon on the field, and there's some unprotected Uruk-hai and wildmen there. They're just going to get absolutely obliterated. Battle wagons are so good. Easily the best trample of any cav in the game. But they got to have that because they are a single unit. Alright, very nice. Battle wagons, of course, are countered very easily by enemy cavalry. So Warg Riders would destroy battle wagons with ease. So that's something he's going to have to watch out for. Yeah, looks like he's going to send some Warg Riders in through the top section here now. 2 battalions of them, no less. And potentially start harassing some farms. Managed to clip that guy. But look at that. Those Guardians got hit with a cav charge and they barely took any damage. Took a lot more damage there because they were hit from the flank there. Taking flanking damage, that takes a lot more health off your units. Flanking damage, of course. So you have to be careful of. Battle wagon equipped with a hearth there. Hearth is a great thing because of course it can heal your units around it. It's a mobile hearth, but also it heals itself. That currently is the only way that battle wagons can actually heal themselves, I believe. I'm fairly sure they don't heal up past level 2 or whatever. Maybe a level 5 battle wagon will heal up by itself? I can't remember. I don't think they do, though. But you saw there, the Cav from lonseron took out the battle wagon with ease. Look at this Berserker champion. Level 5 already. Just eating Dwarves for breakfast. We have Men of Dale here out for Geroenimo, though. Men of Dale and Phalanxes now. Phalanxes should help out, especially when the enemy charges right into them. But the enemy, of course, lonseron does have some Wildman summons, and he summons them right on the archer line of Geroenimo. Geroenimo responding by using a Mine Shaft. The Undermine ability, actually killing majority of the Wildman. Undermine does do damage when it comes up. Not a ton, but usually enough to kill weak units. So it's very nice to use for that. Of course, it also one-shots catapults and such. So that's also useful. And Geroenimo is going to defend with his army here. He'll lose his mine shaft though. Let's have a look at the PowerPoints and such currently in the situation we're at here. lonseron, the Isengard player, has himself Greebine, a Wildman summon, 8 PowerPoints, 150 units of 800 command points used. And Geroenimo's 234 of 650, so lonseron is ahead on the economy front. And Geroenimo has Rally Call, Undermine, and 4 PowerPoints. lonseron's also ahead on the PowerPoint front. So I'd say lonseron is probably winning the game currently. As he's doing better economically, he's doing better PowerPoint gains. But that doesn't mean he's going to win the game by any means. Geroenimo can easily catch up. And I'm sure he will. The tower's being thrown up here. lonseron. Also, that was the black arrows. Fairly ranged attack as well. Black arrows cause enemy monsters to flee in terror. Of course, it's not going to do anything to Erech, I don't think. I don't think they count as monsters, but it still does good damage. So it's still good to right-click and auto-cast that. Of course, that's a feature of 2.2. You can auto-cast arrow abilities that aren't long shot. It's pretty useful for goblins. Pretty useful for Mordor Haradrim archers and Men of Dale black arrows. Let's have a look at the base here. He's continuing to get berserkers, and he's got a new builder, as he did just lose one. So he's also got 2 Erech pits, and he's got alerts on the field, as well as I see another hero. I swear I'm seeing 2 heroes there. So does a berserker count as like? What's the berserker? When you look at the mini map, the berserker has like the same icon as a hero. Looks like almost. Interesting. Okay, he's carving his way through there. Unless that's the Greebine. Oh, it's the Greebine, isn't it? Because Greebine goes in your hero bar. Ah, that makes sense. lonseron did win that engagement, though. And he's leveled up his alerts to level 3. Once he gets, of course, level 5, he will have leadership for his troops, which will be huge. And that could be a problem for Geroenimo. Geronimo's got a lot of Men of Dale now. Men of Dale are very good archers, though. So I think it'll do well for him. If, of course, he needs to keep him protected. Probably want to get some pikes out there. Although it doesn't look like lonseron's really going for the War Riders anymore. I think that's a bit of a mistake. He's not going to be able to outrange the Men of Dale. They will destroy him. Look at that. He brought down that Berserker with ease. And he sent unprotected crossbows out here. Oh, God, that was a huge mistake. And that costed him. Alerts, and these remaining guys are going to run for their lives. And all the battle wagons are not going to let it happen. And he is going to try and finish off these guys. Oh, is he going to run into the pikes? Ooh, we managed to micro out of there. Nicely done. And he's got pretty good force going, I think. Geroenimo's also got Demolisher. Oh shit. Well, that could be a very big problem for lonseron. lonseron has really stopped his troop production. Like he used to have big armies in the field. Now he has like nothing. I don't think it's because of economy. Well, maybe it is. He's at 12 power points though, but as you see, 211. We have more than double the amount of command points used for the Dwarves. So that's never a good thing for the opposing team. If you have more Dwarves than you have the other guy, then you're probably doing something wrong. But I think he is making a huge mistake by not going to defend here. He needs to pull back to his base immediately, or that Demolisher is going to destroy his base. Especially supported by Men of Dale. It's going to be very hard to get rid of it. And these Men of Dale are going to make mincemeat of this army, I think. Oh, good, he has gone for War Riders. So he's going to go for this. And he's actually gone for a Saruman. That's why his army has been so small. He's actually saved up for a Saruman. It's a bold move. Will it pay off, though, is the question. War Riders would be a good counter to this Demolisher if they weren't being burst down by the Men of Dale. Saruman does need to be a little bit careful. There's a Hobbit Son, of course, and the Hobbit's Rock Throw does huge damage to heroes. Please don't tell me he's going to lose Saruman. Men of Dale actually might bring him down as well. Oh no. So he does manage to get away, but he still might be sniped off. Ooh, the black arrows. That's close. Alert's going in to protect his master. And Saruman will retreat into the back of lonseron's base. And of course there are troops pouring out. Looks like the Demolisher has been taken out as well. I don't see it anymore. A lot of the Hobbit heroes are just chilling out here. Should probably send them in. There you go. Crossbows getting cut down there as they come out. There's some level 2 Guardians. You can also use the charge attack to give them 50% damage and armor. It's just like a free rally call. It's very nice to have. So I do recommend using that when you can. It's also nice to charge into enemy units because it does a little bit of damage, but if you're attacking a building, you might as well buff yourself and then continue attacking the building. They should be doing a little extra damage. But it looks like Lonseron has defended. And he's going to push down the northeastern pass here. Try and get the Dwarves out of here. Looks like Geroenimo is pushing through the center once again. And he's got himself a King Brand. Who should be pretty useful here. Although he has to be very wary of Lurtz. Of course, Lurtz is known as the hero killer. Cripple Strike and destroy King Brand with ease. So that's something you have to keep an eye out. Lonseron sending some War Riders up here in the southwest. Managed to get that builder there, and he's going to get these mines as well. Get Geroenimo out of that territory. We'll see how Geronimo's attack fares this time. Meanwhile, Lonseron is going for some sort of attack here. He's also getting a lot of power points off these mines, which is really useful as well. Alright, looks like Lonseron's gonna take Geronimo's mineshaft here. There are some Men of Dale in there, but it looks like Geroenimo is pushing through the center here with a big force. 3 Men of Dale battalions, a King Brand rather, 3 battalions of Guardians, and a Demolisher. This could be GG actually, if Lonseron can't stop that. Saruman is here though, so he should be able to take a majority of these guys down, and Summon Wildmen are down as well. But what is going to stop the Demolisher? Lurtz is far from home. If the pike can get on it, the War Riders as well, you might be able to take it down. War Riders, especially with their good attack damage, might be able to do it. Saruman's going to help out as well, but the damage is being done. And once they deploy, they are pretty freaking hard to stop. So this could be bad for Lonseron for sure. He's going for the Wizard Blast. Doesn't quite do enough damage. I think he'll be able to save the fort though. Oh, maybe not. Oh, it's going to be very, very close. Incredibly close. Holy shit, one more hit and it would have gone down. That's very bad for Lonseron being in that position. But it looks like he will defend. He's putting up some arrow tower expansions to try and defend. Meanwhile, Geroenimo is trying to finish it off with these phalanxes, not succeeding. And it looks like Lurtz came back home as well. He's also cripple struck Prince Bran, but he's using his bow to beat him to death, which is well, I mean, it worked. Only because he had allies there, of course. But Lonseron is on the verge of death here, on the cusp of defeat. And if this second Demolisher gets over there, he is toast. If he even gets... Oh, Jesus. 2 Demolishers. Geroenimo knows what he needed to do. That should be it. There's no way he's going to be able to stop 2 Demolishers. Berserker... How good is a Berserker? Pretty good damage, actually. As long as he doesn't get ran over, it's not bad. Looks like Geroenimo, knowing he's not going to get that Demolisher up there, seeing how his other one fell so quickly, he's going to pull it back behind his Men of Dale. Barraging Lurtz and Saruman. Saruman getting a nice Wizard Blast there, though. Very nice indeed. He's taking a bit of damage. Arrow Tower is going up here to defend the forts. Good call. Although perhaps maybe a wall or something would be good. At least still defend, such repairing. But actually Arrow Towers would help out. I don't think the Arrow Towers, even with the Fire Oak Reds, do tons of damage to the Demolisher, but every little bit helps, eh? Some more guys going up against the Battle Wagon there. They would have won the engagement, and it would have been for these pesky Men of Dale, of course. Bringing them down. Nobody's captured an signifier this whole game. Very intriguing. You'd think somebody would want that power regen. Yeah. Especially 2 of them. 2 of them, you'd get more power regen. Power increase the cost. What? What happened to the fort of Geroenimo? Or Lonseron, rather. Lonseron's fort is down. Apologies, I did not see that happen. Surely the summoned hobbits didn't take on the fort. Some guardians here. Oh, did he use Undermine? Maybe. Maybe not. Either way, he got the fort. That was to be expected. And now it looks like Geroenimo will clean up here. It's going to be pretty impossible for Lonseron to keep up. And of course, Silverthorn Rocks from the hobbits are extremely hurtful, and he does bring down Saruman with ease with those damn things. The fort is building for Lonseron, but of course, I don't think he's going to have time to get a fort up, and even if he does, there's an army of dwarves at his doorstep, and he has nothing to really counter them, so it's probably not going to go well for him. At least he can get one last charge. Probably should have howled before he did that, though. That makes sense. The howl actually increases their trample damage, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be a victory for Geroenimo. Demolisher play definitely won him the game. Which is, it's very strong. Demolishers are very strong. They're pretty OP. So, if you can get one up to a fort and deploy it, it's pretty much going to be a very hard task for the enemy to get rid of it. And such is the strength of the dwarves. That will be fixed, of course, a little bit. At least a bit nerfed. Not nerfed into the ground, but the deploy armor will be nerfed quite substantially. Which is good, because it is way too high. So that won't be as big of a problem in the future. So that's good. Something to look forward to, I guess. But yeah, good dwarf play. I'd say Lonseron did pretty well himself, but Geroenimo took the prize. Although, since his army is mostly comprised of Men of Dale without fire arrows, he can't really do much damage here with his current army, unfortunately. And it doesn't look like Lonseron's willing to give up. He's going to fight on to the death. Which is fair enough. Does he have any powers he can throw down? Sadly, no. No, he does not. If only. And yet, more Men of Dale being brought in. I think at this point you probably don't need Men of Dale anymore. You just need something to actually kill the building. He does have a Demolisher on the way, though. And I will actually fast forward a bit until it gets here. There we go. One battalion pikes, as you see, is not enough to stop a demolisher there. You can walk right over them. Of course, the no deal hoping at finishing them off, though, which is good. And that was just ensure its success. Ooh, it's actually going to be close. Okay. Fortress is taking decent damage from the arrow fire, actually. There's only 2 arrow towers. Isengard's arrow towers do fire very fast, I've noticed in the past, so perhaps there's a thing. Alright. Here we go for the what will more than likely be the killing blow here. Blood's gonna put up a little defiant act, but it will be for naught. And the fort falls once again. Lutz falls as well. There's the word thing, and Lonseron is defeated. Cool. Alright, well there you go. Nice little 1v1 on a map that is not Forts of Isen 2, which I appreciate. And it was pretty good as well. So that was enjoyable. Hope you guys enjoyed that cast of the Rise of the Witch King patch 2.2 version 6. And I will see you all next time.